Hey guys, Josie in Chicago here. I wanted to show you a couple of things that sold this week. One of the things that I definitely wanted to show you was this right here. See if you guys can see that. If you notice this, it is the bolo that I told you about last week, a couple of days ago, that was selling for Target. I'm not sure if you can see the price on there, but it's maybe I should flip it around so you can see it better. Let's see. There you go. See the price right there? $2.99 from Target. This was an exclusive heart, Herf and Hand Magnolia. The spoon that I told you guys about last week or a couple of days ago, that you can pick this up at Target for $2.99, and you can flip it on Amazon if you have an Amazon account for $17.99, I believe, between $14.99 and $17.99, and you can definitely flip it here on eBay for $12.99. So we went around looking for these little spoon things at maybe 5 or 6 Targets, and I thought we picked up three, but I can only find two in my office downstairs. So I'm sure there's one more hanging around somewhere, because I would have sworn we picked up three of these. But either way, both of them sold for $12.99 on eBay. As you can see here on the screen, we sold this one for $12.99. Actually, today we sold it yesterday, last night, late last night. It was probably after midnight when I heard the chime. But she ended up paying this morning around 8 o'clock this morning. She paid $12.99 for this one. So the other one I already shipped out, and just wanted to show you, when I show you guys these little things, some of them are gonna flip right away within a couple of days. Some of them might, take longer, but they will eventually sell. The items that I show in kind of like a bolo kind of stage is something that I've done some research on, and I've seen that they're selling really good on either Amazon or eBay. So I'll bring those out to you as I get them. I don't get them that often, but when I do, I'll share it with you guys, and if you guys can find it, great. The one thing about this spoon is that they were at Target and they're hard to find. So every Target has this Herf and Magnolia section. It's usually just like one little row, um, usually where you could find the household items. So you can find like the cups and stuff like that. Sometimes they're next to the toys. They're in different areas in different Targets. But if you go by your Target and you find this little spoon, and I'll show it to you again live. It's not that big, as you can see next to my hand. It's about the size of your palm, if anything. You wrap your fingers around it. But it's a little spoon thing, and they sell for $12.99. I've had it on eBay maybe 4 days, maybe five, and sold both of them back to back. Well, one the day before yesterday, and then one yesterday as well. And I went to my Target again. They didn't have any. They're kind of hard to find, like I said. But if you find it, you could turn $2.99 into $12.99. That's one of the ones I sold today. I'll show you the other thing that I have here that we sold are these Good Life cards, and I think I have the pack over here in the office. Let me see. Yes, here they go. So these Good Life cards, I get them from the actual Good Life company because I'm a Good Life member. So these cards here that you see, all these cards, they're all the same. It's a great foundation. Good Life USA is a great company for traveling. If you want to travel, you get discounts on hotels and resorts. And if you're a platinum member like I am, we get these cards that we can give away to help people sign up under us, obviously. But the great thing about these cards is that they help a organization called Alex's Lemonade. Alex was a young girl who had cancer. Unfortunately, she passed away from cancer at a very young age. I think it was like 10 or 11 years old. Before she passed away, she wanted to help kids in the ward that she saw around her that had cancer, just like she did, to help the families pay for the treatment and just for them staying with them. So she started a lemonade stand with her brother, and they started just in front of the house, and then they started at the school and at the churches. The community started doing the lemonade in her name, and then it just grew nationwide. And I believe last year they raised about 1.2, $1.4 million, if not more, for the cause for pediatric cancer. So it's a great cause. Good Life partnered with Alex's Lemonade, so every card that's sold, the first dollar from every card goes to Alex's Lemonade and to that charity. And on top of that, it's a $2,000 card, so you can use it. You log into the platform, and the platform looks like Expedia or Priceline, and then you can go ahead and book your hotel and your resorts from there, and then you get the huge discounts on hotels and resorts. So it's a great card to have, and definitely it's a good cause to back up. So that's I get these cards for maybe a nickel. I got a nickel into these, and I'm selling them for $7.95, and they could be sold for up to $10 or more if I wanted to, but I figured $7.95 was a good deal. Sold three of them so far, and that sold over the weekend. All right. Here's the other spoon. This one I sold a couple days ago. Actually, I sent this one out this morning to the post office. So I believe I sold this one on Friday. And then this morning I took it to the post office. And then this one I have to drop off first thing in the morning. But that's the second one that I have sold. And I think I have one floating around somewhere. And I think I showed this one in the last I'm pretty sure I showed this one in the last video, but I couldn't remember, so I figured I'd show it to you guys anyway. These are the Galaxy Notes. You got a flip cover, you have a battery charger, and you have a wallet. So there's three of them. I got about $1. Well, I had, if I would have bought it, it would have been $1 each because they came from the Dollar Tree, to be honest. But my mom was doing some dumpster diving and she found these along with some other cases and stuff, and she didn't have room in her office. So she gave them to me and asked if I wanted to sell them, and I was like, sure, why not? So these were free because we found these, or she found them dumpster diving, and I sold them for $15.95 with $3.50 shipped. So I had zero into it. This is all profit. I believe shipping costs about $3. I just put them in the envelope. They're kind of small. They all fit in one of the very long eBay envelopes, and it probably cost like $2.86 to ship it. So after everything's done, we got like $13 profit off of this one. I just wanted to show you that a couple of things that sold over the weekend, the Sunday Roundup. I hope you guys have a great week. Again, if you find these spoons like this, only at Target, they're only found at Target. Go ahead and pick them up. It's not bad for $3 to $12.99. And I hope you guys have a great week. Keep listing. As far as the wholesale that we're doing, we did go to visit a couple wholesales warehouses this weekend. To be honest, I was really shocked at the response I got going into these warehouses with my sister and my niece. Every one of the warehouses was owned by an Indian guy, which is absolutely fine. So when we walked in, it was all Indian men in there and some Indian women in there. And the response that we felt was, "What are you doing here?" We had one guy ask us about 6 times if we owned a store, if we had a resale license. He kind of made us feel as though because we're women, we shouldn't be in the position to be able to own anything, is the feeling we got from him, which was really kind of um, I don't know. I would say a word, but I don't want this to get flagged. So it was really crappy. I'll put it that way. So I was surprised that that's the kind of reception that we got from these places. But at just on another note, we did go up to another wholesale place, and again, it was run by a younger Indian guy who was super cool. And we walked in and he asked us, "Oh, we don't sell to the public," which is absolutely fine. Uh, he said, "Do you guys own a store?" But he was very professional. And I said, "Yes, I do own a store." And he's like, "Great, look around, take your time. If you need a quote on something, go ahead and call me over or bring it up to me. I'll be more than happy to give you a quote on that." He was super cool, so we ended up buying from him a couple of things which I put on eBay already, so we'll see how that goes. But one thing I didn't realize is with these wholesale places that cash is king. And I was so used to using a credit card all the time. I had my credit card on me. I didn't have any cash on me because I figured I'd just pay with my credit card. And they said that was fine. I could pay with the credit card. They said that was fine, but there's a 3% add on when you use your credit card. And then there's a minimum of $100. Okay, so if it's a credit card, it was minimum $100. If it was a debit card, it was minimum $200. And if it was cash, there was no minimum. You could spend $10, $20, whatever you wanted, which is what I was trying to do. I mean, I didn't mind spending $100 or $200, but I wanted to grab a couple of things, test it out, test the market on eBay, test the market on Amazon before I pour a couple $100 into one item that might just sit here. So that's something I did not know, but something that we realized and we said, okay, well, next time we come, if we come the next 2 weekends, I'll be busy, so I can't go. So I'll be going into September. But in September, when I decide to go back, then I definitely know that I have to at least bring cash in my pocket, and then I can buy whatever I want. Um, and even the guys who gave us kind of like the hard time, and we went to like five of them. The four guys who gave us a hard time as far as do you have a store, and to be asked, do you have a store 6 or 7 times, every 5 minutes was kind of irritating, especially when I had my resale license on me, and when I showed it to him. So I was like, yeah, I do have one, but they didn't have a lot of stuff, and the stuff that they did have, it was like really overpriced. So I was scanning some stuff at the wholesalers and like pots and pans, steak knives. And they were like 14, 15, $25 for one. And I could find the same set, on eBay for like $10, on Amazon for about the same money, $25. So there was no room in there for profit. At least for the first four, they were kind of rude. Um, but the other one that I found that we did well with, that we did buy from, he has some decent stuff. He had a lot of candy, which was surprising to my sister. Like half his store was just like boxes of like now and laters and gum and Trident gum and chips and mostly just food, which he found surprising, as did I. And then he said that he's got blowout sales, so that which they don't really announce. They're not online. You have to go to the store, but he's got blowout sales. So if something stays too long, it's not moving. Instead of paying, the steak knives were 75 cents for a pack of four, which I thought were pretty good, and they look pretty sharp. Um, and then he says sometimes he's got blowout sales. So instead of 75 cents for that pack of four, which a pack of four steak knives goes for around $10 on eBay. So paying 75 cents and turning it into $10, that's gravy. I can do that all day. But he says sometimes when his stuff doesn't move because he gets so much stuff in every week, and he gets his deliveries on Sundays, that he might have a blowout sale. So the steak knives might be like a quarter for a pack of four, which is even better. But I thought that was interesting. Like I said, he was a really cool guy. I was more than happy to see us come in his store and spend money in his store. So definitely somebody I'm definitely gonna go and check out his warehouse at least twice a month or 3 times a month if I get down to Chicago enough times. The kids start school next week, so my time's gonna be more limited. But the time that I do have, then I'll definitely gonna go visit him. But I just wanted to share some input on what's going on with our wholesaling. We're moving forward. We do have a bid in for some GPS, little handheld GPS that people will use when they go hunting. The price that we have on them is about $2.95 right now, maybe $3 for 85 units. I looked up these specific ones, and they start at $79 on eBay, refurbished, which these are refurbished, and $89.99 on Amazon. So if I can pick these up for $3, $4, $5 each and flip them for $80, that'll be great. It's gonna be about $6,000 profit for something I'm gonna pay like $500 for. So if we could get that done, that'd be great. But that auction that we bid on for wholesalers ends Tuesday afternoon. So by Tuesday, I should be able to let you guys know. We'll say Wednesday, no, Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning. I'll try to put out a video, let you guys know if we did win that auction. I'll show you the product. If we did win, if we lost it, then I'll still show you the product that I'm talking about. But it's a cool little product. And I said it sells like hotcakes on Amazon for sure. On eBay, they've got a couple sales, but haven't seen too many that are up anymore. So it could be that people sold out. But they are refurbished items, which is interesting. So I'm hoping that we do win that bid, and that'll be our first big wholesale item that we're able to pick up. And if we win on Tuesday, then when the item comes in, I believe they're coming from Illinois, and actually it's a suburb not too far from me, so I might even get it like the next day or so. So that'll be great if I could win that on Tuesday, have it here by Thursday, no later than Friday, listed on Saturday, and then hopefully start getting sales that same day or at least next week, early next week. But that's it for right now. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Keep on listing, and until next time, in between time, find these spoon items, and we'll see you on the next video.